Hello and welcome to Not Your Mother's Midlife Crisis. I'm Chris, here with the amazing co-host, Chris.
And happy birthday.
Oh, thank
Happy
you.
birthday. It
Yes.
is Chris's birthday week.
Yes, I'm taking the full week.
Yes, it's our birthday month.
It is our
so
birthday
we can
month.
continue to celebrate, but it's definitely your extra special birthday
Yes.
week.
Thank you for my lovely lunch yesterday
Yes.
and taking my daughter as well.
Yes.
And my thoughtful gifts.
Yeah.
I'm
Did you like your card?
I loved my card.
So her birthday card was, I am so fucking glad that you were born.
Yeah.
And it is very true.
Yeah. And lots of thoughtful gifts too.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Oh, good.
Yeah. It's been a good birthday.
Oh, good.
I had Erin with me this weekend.
Which is nice.
We did some fun girl stuff. I did not make her go rock climbing. But we did go to that Netflix experience out in King of Prussia, drove all the way to King of Prussia. It was very cute. It was probably a little young for us, but the whole experience and shopping at King of Prussia was great. No complaints here.
No, that's awesome.
Just the drive, but.
Yeah. I mean, I know the weather is still not cooperating.
Today's nice, but the weather this weekend was awful.
Yes.
It made her wish she was back in Florida, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, then that's good.
Yeah, I know. Fingers crossed. I'm working on it.
Yeah.
So, hey, believe it or not, this is episode 49.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Wow.
So our 1 year is not at 52 episodes because we recorded a couple first.
Yes.
And then we released. So June 9th is our 1 year anniversary. And I've loved every second.
Yes.
Every expert.
Yes.
All of our time together, talking, all the conversations with our girlfriends.
Yes.
And different men that have listened to.
Correct. It's been amazing.
It's been so much fun.
And I always think anyway, like what a difference a year makes. It really does. Like you really have no idea. So sitting back like a full year later, I'm just like, it's exciting and surreal.
You've come a long way in
And
a year. You know,
it's like, wow, I feel like this has just been like such an amazing journey. And then to be able to do this with you. And I don't know, I feel like it's been good for my heart, for my soul. You know, because you're always good for my heart and my soul. But this has been too, just meeting people as a result of this and getting
furthering
the response.
Yeah.
Like it's been exciting.
Yeah. Furthering the conversations that need to be had about women's health care.
Yes.
So like for history. So if this is your first time listening.
Yeah.
I don't know. We used to walk a lot and we would talk about all the things that made us sad and upset. And I was really struggling with like empty nest life and what is my purpose and what the hell am I doing with my life? And that's how we kind of came up and just kept doing that and realized that other people were in these same situations and feeling the same things. And then we said, hey, Chris, you want to start a podcast?
And I said, sure. And it was the same. We talked about the struggles. I was really struggling through a lot of different things and trying to process my changing life.
Yeah.
My changing life, whether it be my health, my changing that whole empty nest, the 2 kids being very far away. And it was difficult. And then you realize, one, I've always realized the power of girlfriends and the power of having those people close to you and kind of your protectors. But the fact that so many other people are going through this and that's been.
And we first started out with those topics and then we expanded into the hormones.
Yes.
And women's health. And I know that I've learned so much.
100%.
And I think I know a lot of other people learn and there's still so much more to learn. So I'm really excited about like moving into year 2.
Yes.
Like we get emails for guests, either people pitching themselves or PR people pitching other people, I don't know, 3 to 5 times a week.
Which is just unbelievable when we thought about when this started.
Yeah, we didn't even think we'd get guests. We're like, do you think we can get anybody to come on here? We're booked through September.
Yes. And I loved, because you sent me, I think it was an email, a list of like, here's some possible like conversation topics that we could have. And a few of them I'm like, no. Yeah.
I remember that.
I know. And then I'm like, okay.
Yeah. It evolves and just we're never run out of topics. Like I was like, oh, I don't know do we have enough to fill like, even a year?
Yes.
And we're just scratching the surface.
And it's been so organic. It hasn't been planned. And it really is almost like it's like a friendship.
Yeah,
it's a natural process. I would never ever run out of things to talk to you about. I mean, I know that we try and talk or text almost every day.
Right.
It'd be like I would not run out of things. So that's why I think the podcast is the same way. There aren't things that we would run out of.
Yeah, I think
things come up.
I mean, we try to make it not just related to us. We try. But
Uh,
I just feel like, yeah, women's healthcare is getting the recognition it deserves. So I think there's things we don't even know yet
yes.
that will be coming up over the next few years. So
Mhm.
it's crazy.
I know.
So I have another like midlife struggle though that
I
I knew I felt it, but I wasn't sure what I felt. But it's a feeling of relevance. So it's just been it's been different conversations. I mean, if we're talking about menopause and things like that, I'm like, I'm in. I got it. But I remember when our kids were little and
mhm.
I would talk to parents with kids our age now, and they would be telling their stories or we would be telling our stories about our kids, and they would be like all glowy eyed and face and go, oh, when my kid was that age, and they would share their story. And I would be very polite and I'd be like, yeah, not comparable. I would be respectful and I would never say that. But in my head, I was like, why are you telling me this? And it's so wrong because, oh my God, I'm now that person.
Yes. You're the old people
And
friends.
yes, we're the old people friends. And we know so many people with young kids and they're
Yes.
telling stories. And I'm like, yep, that was one of my kids or whatever. And I'm wondering if they're in their head going, yeah, not relatable.
Betsy, Tori, is that you?
Christina,
Amanda? I
yeah,
know.
it's
Because
quite
there are
possible.
things, and I remember saying to that you vividly remember, even if it was
It,
like 20 years ago, and you're just like, I still remember the day. I remember what I was wearing. And it's like, that's things that
yes.
happen to your kids and those milestones that stay with you. So
And
I hope,
it still feels like yesterday. My daughter will be 26 next month. I don't know. I think I just gave birth to her. Like
mhm.
it doesn't go away. Like you still feel like everything is so fresh.
Yes. And I know I was just talking with my friend Shannon, this was last week, and we were talking about really still having PTSD
Yeah.
from trying to do it all. Like the kids are little and you're working and you're trying to handle everything. Like I was always say, like I'm like the chief financial officer and the chief scheduling officer and the
Oh,
chief
yeah.
procurement officer. Like, what do we need? And and planning like
Right.
meals, but down to like just the minutia, and then just feeling like it was a grind.
Right.
And then thank goodness though you did have other moms and other people and your girlfriends that you could talk to. I think everybody was going through it, all the craziness of like
Right.
who's sick and how you're going to do this and how you're going to finish stuff with work. And I try to, the same thing, like these dear women that are going through it right now. You try and say to them, like, I really do. I know how you're feeling because that's not a memory that it's
Right.
easy to go away.
But do they go, not relatable?
Correct. She's like, yeah, do they give like an eye roll like, whatever, old lady?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we totally, totally get it.
Mhm.
So,
But I like to think that no matter what stage you are in life, everyone's trying to figure it out. I feel like those young moms are trying to figure it out. We're trying to figure it out at this stage.
yeah,
So it does take a village, and I feel like we all have to be there for one another because I really think that's the only way. I think it's really the only way to get through it is to have a support system.
yeah. That's part of my letter to my younger self, but I'll share that
Yeah.
later. But so that leads us to what did I learn before I forget?
Yeah.
What did you learn before you forget?
Um,
Or do you want me to go?
no, I'll go.
Okay.
Saw this online and I found it completely fascinating and relevant. There was information, scientific information, that only 6 species go through menopause. Humans and 5 different species of whales, including orcas. No other mammal animal goes through menopause.
Quick question before you go further into that.
Yes.
There's 5 species of whales. There's how many species of dogs, and there's only 1 species of humans.
Yes.
Interesting.
That's enough. For enough. Mhm.
Okay, that's good.
Okay. Yes.
That's a good enough
I don't
answer for
know.
me. That's a good enough answer for me.
Mhm,
Go
yeah.
ahead.
But the study showed that the commonality of all the 6 species was that the females in those species are the wisdom keepers, that they're not just there to
Interesting.
repopulate or reproduce.
Oh, we
That
serve another purpose.
Yes, it's a matriarchal society where the matriarchs pass down the cultural knowledge. They are the ones that care for the younger species. And at times of stress, they are the leaders.
Very interesting.
And that this is the natural selection of this species that chose women to lead, to care, and to pass down knowledge.
And monkeys don't fit anywhere in there?
I guess not.
I don't know. Yeah,
Not according
I
to the
think,
study.
yeah, I think most of the time when you hear
Hmm.
studies and just documentaries, it's
Yeah.
always the male. Okay. All right. Well, my letter to my younger self is
Well, no,
kind.
yours is what did you learn before you
Oh, I'm
forget?
sorry. I wanted to go to that letter bad.
That's what I'm here for
Thank
you.
God. So one of the well, they apparently studied whales and their life, but women, the reason or one of the reasons why we don't have as much information about our health, not to let anybody off the hook about not paying enough attention to women, but women didn't live that long. Women died during childbirth. If we're talking 1800s and early 1900s, women didn't live past 40 or 50. Our midlife was 20, 25. So now we're in our midlife. We're living double that
Mhm.
age. Now, kids are growing up with us and we're teaching them how to live this midlife.
Yes.
But so there wasn't really a lot of information because women didn't live that long. But now, again, we live, hopefully, I plan to live to 100. That's my goal. And the researchers have a lot of catching up to do.
Oh, 100%. Yes.
So, but I hope that they're able to do it. But it's why women's healthcare has not progressed as much as men because men were living longer than women back in the day.
And I think too, because the focus, as we've talked about before, is after the whole, we can't have babies anymore, you were kind of just like, who cares?
Right.
And kind of put it out to pasture. Because, I mean, it's not even just in menopause. If they think about it, like a women, heart disease doesn't present the same as men,
Right.
like different types of cancer don't present the same as men. So all those studies were always done on men, even for like the drug companies for a variety of different reasons. They said it would be like liability issues and things like that. But I think it was just focused really on just like that whole male dominated
Right.
society.
And treating menopause and looking at women's health, all of our testing through that menopause stage has determined that the hormones play a significant
Yes.
role in a heart disease, your cholesterol, your blood pressure, and therefore we're able to treat those things better now than we were before, and that is a contributing factor
So
to
I
living longer.
so wish I would have known 10, 15 years ago about this when
Right.
that whole perimenopause started,
Yeah.
because I just really I would have probably definitely changed the type of treatment getting,
Sure.
or just the fact that I had no treatment
Right.
and just like kind of struggling, or just to do things completely
There are things I would have
differently.
done different.
Yes.
Right.
And I
So,
feel like it would have just really helped, really helped during that phase of life, physically, mentally,
mhm.
emotionally, everything. So
Do
it's
you
almost
want?
like it really pisses me off. It's not,
Yeah.
we're not in that topic, but it pisses
Not
me
that.
off that. So I'm hoping for like women now going through that and are in that
Yeah.
part in that early 40s, that this is not going to be a struggle for them,
Right. Because it's better
or
to get
less
the
of a struggle.
information before.
Yes.
It's like reading the what to expect when you're expecting, what to
Yes.
expect the first year, what to expect during perimenopause, what to expect in menopause. Maybe we should write that book. Do you
I
watch
know.
the show Friends and Neighbors?
No.
So it's with John Hamm, really funny.
Oh,
Highly recommend. But there's one of the lead women in there, Amanda Pete, who looks like Alicia from the gym.
okay.
She is going through menopause or perimenopause, and they always show her having hot flashes and trying to sleep, and she can't sleep. So it's good that it's making its way, like this information is making it out there.
Yes.
And she's in a sauna with a bunch of women talking about they're talking about everything. And they're talked about the Mona Lisa.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, which really doesn't relate to hormones and
No.
feeling better and sleep. But of course, they went to the Mona Lisa treatment.
Okay.
It's a step.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing too, it's just so funny that you said that there, because now they're mentioning it. Like, from us talking about it, I know at the wedding, your friend Gus
Yeah.
was talking about that he listens, and it's helped him to realize what his wife is going through and experiencing, so he could be a better partner. Shout out to you,
I would
Gus.
say, hey,
Yeah.
Gussie Gus.
Uh-huh.
He's a very, first of all, he's hilarious,
Yes.
an amazing dancer.
Yes.
But he's also, he's very genuine and very
Yeah.
thoughtful in that way.
But
Yeah.
I was like, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
To know that, hey, this is whatever she's feeling is basically part of this whole process that
Right.
we're all going through, and to
Right.
kind of like, yeah.
I think Greg has mentioned that before too.
Mhm.
I will say, I think everything we talk about definitely helps our number one fan.
Yes, I know. Shout out to
Yep.
Brian.
Yep.
Thank you.
Our tech and equipment guy who
Uh-huh.
who fixed our. We
Microphones.
have new microphone stands.
Yes. So yeah, big shout out to our number one
yes.
fan. To move on to This Just Pisses Me Off. When we were like talking about the episode, at the time I was like, I'm practicing like gratitude. I was feeling so zen.
It was from the wedding.
It was.
We're still living off a wedding
other than the
bliss.
weather, I'm grateful for everything and everyone. So I was like, oh, I don't know what I was going to really come up with. Then
There's always a then.
I had to drive to Philadelphia
Time to do it.
to have brunch with my beautiful niece, Regan, which was wonderful. Sitting there, this just pisses me off.
Yeah.
On the AC Expressway, even on the 42, there are people in the left lane
Parked.
doing the same speed as those in the center or the right lane, so no one can get around them. There's a huge backup. And I was like, what
the fuck?
I was like, whether they're on their phone, whether they're like just completely oblivious, they had made no attempt to get around.
On purpose. Nope,
Yes.
I'm not going to go any faster. This is the speed limit.
So unless you are so entrenched listening to Not Your Mother's Midlife Crisis podcast, there's no excuse
there's no other
for
reason.
you to not pay attention and for being in the left lane and not going to pass or going with flow of traffic.
That's the only excuse we'll let them get away with.
There was a huge backup of cars. And so as I was driving, I'm like, now I know. This just pisses me off.
That's been a pet peeve of mine for a long time.
But it hit home just recently. How about you?
Just get out of the left lane.
I know.
Yeah. Mine is, and I noticed this when we were at the wedding.
Okay.
And I just noticed it, and I've noticed it before, but I saw it a couple times with different people at the wedding, not the wedding itself, because that was amazing.
Yes.
Couples who like speak for each other. Like you ask one person a question and the other person answers, or the one person is telling the story and the other person interrupts. And it's not cute. Like, let them finish, then say your part. Don't stop them from talking. Don't start talking before they have an opportunity to answer. It's nice that you're that close, but it's rude and disrespectful to talk over someone. And I freaking hate it with a passion. Like, I want to be like, no, I didn't want to hear you. I wanted to hear their answer.
Were Lori and I doing that?
No.
Since we were the wedding.
No.
Each other's wedding date.
No. And it was even people I don't really know.
Yeah.
You know, I saw it. I was like, oh, there it is again.
No, that's a good one. And I know I'm guilty of that.
Yeah, I have never seen you be guilty of it. No offense, it's typically the man talking over the woman in the cases that I've seen that have irritated me. So
okay.
I don't know.
Be like, zip it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm like. Zip. Let
Mhm.
that person finish speaking. Because then you see them like shrink back or whatever. And yeah.
Yeah. No,
all right. I
hear
can't focus on that.
Okay.
I gotta let that go right now.
All right. Go letter to my younger self.
Letter to my younger self. Dear Christine, stop doing it all. Stop being so independent. I know you love being independent and being in control, but I wonder how much happier my body would be and how much lower my cortisol levels would have been if I would have said, you know what? No, the play date, I'm okay. How about you do the play date at your house? I'd always be like, oh, no, it's okay. I'll do it at my house. And I would just always, I'll do that. I'll do that. I'll do that. Always saying yes and always just, wanting to do it too. And I hate admitting it that there are times where I should have just said, you know what? No. And taken time for myself. I didn't think it was about that because either if I wasn't working full time and I would like, no, I have the time, so I have to do it. But that would be it. Just don't put yourself so far in that back seat. And we've said that before, but they're just different. There's so many different situations that applies to. But I really think it has had an effect on my actual health and my cortisol levels. I really do.
Yes, I believe you because I need you to send me that letter. That's the letter my younger self really needed. Because when I saw that, when I look back and think about the things that I took on without stopping and just saying, I can't do all of this.
Right.
Like I am struggling.
Right.
I need help. I am so angry with myself now for not sending that letter. For my younger self not knowing that.
You can't be mad at yourself.
And the same thing, like why didn't I stand up for myself? What was I trying to prove other than I am like strong and I can handle everything and
we didn't get an award for it.
Correct.
There was nothing other than the love of our children.
Correct. And you wanted to do all that.
But we still would have had it.
Yes. And especially like what you said was the fact that to realize like what it was doing to me.
Yeah.
the same thing, like the stress,
Right.
yeah, your cortisol levels, like not being like again, I remember like there were times like being so stressed from having to like trying to figure out everything out with the work and kids and all the other stuff, like not being able to eat,
Right.
like can't sleep, like because you're just your mind is processing everything. Like I got to do this, I got to do this, I got
Right.
to do this, and you can never relax.
And
Yeah.
we don't realize how much tension we hold in our body.
Yes.
You always just figure, and I always blew it off.
Hmm.
Like, whatever. So I'm holding tension in my body. You don't realize that it actually hurts your body
Yes.
long term, and you need to take care of it and address it sooner
Hmm.
so you don't carry that with you.
Yeah. And I thought about that when I saw that letter. Like as a mom and an aunt, I would never want my daughter or my
Yeah.
nieces
Oh, I don't want
to
them to ever feel that.
to
Yeah.
ever feel that way or do that. So hopefully they'll listen to those letters and
Right.
just be like, don't do it all. Like ask for
Yeah.
help. Like say no. That you have
Right.
to
Or
like focus and like focusing on your own wellness is just as important for like you and your life and your children and
right.
whatever you have going on.
And mine wasn't even a matter of asking for help. I would I would decline help. I
Yes.
would be
Yes.
offered. I'd be like, "Oh, no, thank
I
you.
know.
I got this.
I know.
I
Yes.
got it all. No, no,
Yeah.
no.
Mhm.
I all these plates, no. You don't see them all falling.
We've
No.
we've talked about it because we saw that as, like, a sign of, like, weakness or not
Well,
being
that's
yeah.
what we were
Yeah, yes, that's what we were
that's the way we were
yes.
raised.
Bullshit.
Undoing all the damage
Yes.
right here, right
Mhm,
now.
yeah. Alright, so my favorite one, is always 50 Shades.
I know you love your 50.
Mhm, yeah.
You want me to go?
Yeah.
Okay. So, well, this week I'm going to do like a 50 Shades
Yes,
recap.
that's why I like that.
Yeah, like
Mhm.
it's a recap because we say something, each week, and sometimes it's health, sometimes it's beauty. And I think I mostly focused on the beauty stuff this week, or health. So my first one is peptides, in particularly the CJC 1295, which Susan Federico spoke of when she was on here. I will tell you, it is life changing. And it is, I think, a 10-week cycle as I'm approaching the end of one right now.
Okay.
But I have so much more energy. I feel super strong. And it definitely helps with body composition. You definitely lean out under it. And I had done it for the wedding. It is pricey. I think the prices have come down on it, but it's been very beneficial to me. I also had done the Wolverine pack before, which was like a recovery cycle. I didn't feel it helping me, but maybe it did in some
Okay.
ways, but I didn't feel it. But so, I mean, peptides, and these are injectable. They're not the
Okay.
eat, drink, dissolve,
Yeah.
or any of those. Um, I see a difference.
Yeah,
So I see and feel a
definitely.
difference. Herbis shampoo, which is that color
Mhm.
shampoo. I used it yesterday, and I don't think I see any roots,
No,
but
and they're
and it
not
makes
it looks like it's freshly colored
yeah,
hair, yeah.
it also helps with the texture, I think, because my texture has been wild, wild.
Okay.
I'm gonna be going to get Pure Lux. I'll be reporting on that
Wait to hear
sometime
about
in
that,
May. Yeah,
yes.
I'm driving like an hour and a half to go get this done because no one around here does it. Unfortunately, Rex has not been able to get the light.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they haven't instituted this process yet at where I go
Okay.
at Roseri's. So until they do, I'm gonna have to go someplace else to get it. So the only place I could find is an hour and a half away.
And this is a straightener, correct?
It is a
Or a
yeah, a
smoother?
smoothing treatment,
Okay.
yes. I'm still using the Il Maquillage, most of the makeup through there, at least all the, like, foundation stuff, and then I don't use the Miami MD, which I think I've already said that before. I alternate between the Amlactin, a retinol cream, and a glycerin cream. I stack them up, and
Okay.
each day I use one, and then I put that in the back, and the next day I use a different
Okay.
one because I couldn't do that twice a day. I tried. I really did try to do the twice a day.
Okay.
I do not wash my face for 4 minutes. I'm lucky if I make it a full minute. I do it dry. I will say
Oh,
that.
okay.
So I put like the soap in my hand. I think I wet my hand first and then I don't know.
Okay.
But there is like a little bit of water.
Alright.
But I do that. And then I wanted to ask you what you thought of the skin lipids
Love.
so
Love.
Leslie Joy Dahmer gave them
Yes.
to us from Skin Lipids. Oh, and I thought I was going to forget about this.
Huh?
She sent us a present.
Oh.
She told us she'd send it. I will say people tell us they're going to send us stuff. This time we really got something.
Yes.
And I haven't opened it. All I did
Okay.
was,
Oh, good.
so this is,
Oh, wait. Oh, wow, look how pretty. Like, it's this
oh,
beautiful
look at this beautiful
yeah.
pack. Oh, wait, look. And there's more.
Oh.
I hope this is safe to open. Oh, there.
Oh, let's see. Okay, with this beautiful bag.
I mean, it's beautiful. Thank you, Leslie, but I had to get out of the way. I don't have a table.
It's her peptide serum that she talked about that she was releasing in April.
See, now I just talked about peptides, the injectable, helping my body
Yes.
and energy. I can't wait to see what this can do to
Yes.
my face.
I know. Thank you. This is awesome.
So I'm going to put it up close in case anybody wants to
So I can tell you
order this for themselves.
For the skin lipids, and I've been using them.
I love it.
For a month, and I have been following, other than not really the toner, but I have been following her steps in the morning and at night. I've been using the retinol more, and then of course using the vitamin C, the moisturizer, my sunscreen, and then at night adding, instead of the vitamin C, the retinol. But then I've been mixing the skin lipids in with my nighttime moisturizer.
Yeah.
And I
It
feel
feels
like it's
so good. It smells good too.
yes. And it just, yeah, I just feel like it just has been.
I love it. I put it on my hands too.
Yeah,
Like
it's
whatever's
been really
left
good.
on my hands or my fingers, I
Yeah.
put it on my hands.
So yeah, I would definitely.
I would recommend that product.
I
Yes.
would recommend it, and I am definitely going to order more from her.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's not. It doesn't feel greasy.
so
It just feels like
excited.
really healthy. So I can't wait to report on this one.
Look how big of a product,
I
how
know.
bottle
This
that is too.
wonderful.
Thanks, Leslie. I'm
I
so
know.
excited.
I do love the Il Maquillage.
Okay.
But I've been now since, well, hopefully the weather's been getting warmer, but I usually alternate them with the Supergoop tinted sunscreen,
Okay.
and I mix the
You mix them together.
the glow screen mixed with the matte screen to kind of give it a little.
Look at you.
So
It's like a little chemist over
I
there.
know. Well, I know because you gave me the idea of mixing the Il Maquillage with the glow screen.
Yes, I do that.
So then I do that, but then I was like, oh, I can do it with the matte screen if I just only want the sunscreen on. And then I have been really liking the Rejuvious sleep spray.
Okay.
I take it, of
Still a
course,
sound.
with magnesium, and I have been getting a sound sleep. If I get up, I really, like, knock wood everywhere. I have had no trouble, and I fall right back to sleep.
That's awesome.
And I was joking with someone that, especially with my sleeping, I feel like I take, my progesterone, my magnesium, then I do my sleep spray. I feel like I should be like burning sage around my room, but it has.
That's good.
In fact, I ordered more.
Okay.
So I feel
well,
like
that's good. That's a good sign if you ordered more.
yes. I actually just reordered.
What-
So it's been, and now it's been definitely over a month.
Okay.
And it's been really good. And it's like nice. It was traveled. I traveled with me for the wedding.
Lori, try it.
No, she didn't.
No.
But going for but I figured since I'd be away in a hotel.
You spray it on your
wasn't
feet?
Sure. No, in your mouth.
Oh,
It's
that's
like
right.
a really
You sprayed it in your mouth.
strong,
Okay, that's
like
right.
Altoid
Yes, you did tell me that.
flavor, but you kind of
Okay.
like yeah.
Okay. That's good stuff.
Yeah, that's good. The only thing I did want to say is one thing I did recommend. I was going back, and I think I might have mentioned this on another episode, but the Supergoop, the hyaluronic SPF oil, which I would love, and I would put on, especially in the wintertime before I walk the dog in the morning, they no longer make it. So and that was really good. So
I wonder why.
they tried to recommend something else, but it was just another SPF cream, and I didn't want that. I wanted that oil to kind of.
Yeah, I wonder if mixing the two together wasn't as effective as they thought it was. I don't know.
But it was something I had gone through multiple.
I like reasons for things.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is what I like. So
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, so they were kind of like my throwbacks, except for now adding the skin lipids. But
Yeah,
that's been
I love
really
the
good.
skin lipids. And I do use the toner that was from Leslie.
Oh, do you?
Yeah,
Okay. What do you think?
I love it. And she actually told me to cut the pads in half so
Oh.
it lasts longer.
Okay.
So it comes with the pads, one thing, and then the solution, you add the solution on top. And I cut the pads ahead of time on her recommendation. And yeah, I love it.
Okay.
I use it a lot when I come home from the gym, like before I get in the shower,
Okay.
like get all that gook
Yeah.
off. Yeah, it makes me feel like my face is clean.
So I did, because I went last week to the dermatologist and they had to burn some things off my face. So I've really just been trying to, and it's good. I feel like the skin lipids helped with like
Are you
the
okay?
healing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But of course she's like burn, like
Yeah.
pre-cancer, which I do wear sunscreen, but it's just all the effects of my 57 years in the sun.
All right,
So,
use that sunscreen and wear your hat.
yes.
I'll be yelling at you all summer.
Yes.
Okay.
As we drink our tea with Riley on the beach.
Oh,
Mhm.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right. So what's for next week?
Oh, next week is Cinco de Mayo. We're going to be having margaritas with our first male guest, by the way, along with his wife. So it's Kenny and Kelly. And that is the name of their Instagram. It's Kenny and Kelly, if you want to take a look at them first. They are a couple that talk about parenting adult children, what's it like with empty nest, how to make the most of your midlife, They're really funny and they're also so sweet. And they have
Yes.
had some really good advice. And I was like, that's good advice that I
Mhm.
don't want to take.
I know.
But I try. I try. I was reading them off to Erin one day and she's like, no, you don't do that. No. She's like, oh, you do that. Like I wasn't getting a ton of credit for the things that I was trying to do. But I'm excited to have them on.
Yes. Yeah. And so I was going to say, if any of our listeners, the same thing, that are experiencing the emptiness like we are, have questions that we could talk
Yeah.
to them about, please reach out, let us know, whether it's on Instagram,
Yeah.
TikTok, email.
We definitely have people like tell us stuff when we see them.
Mm.
Our brains are 57 now. You got to put the stuff in a DM. Put that shit in a DM or in an email. Chris at notyourmothersmidlifecrisis.com.
Yes.
We're good.
And if you have to leave yourself a note, but you need to download the shit out of this podcast. We need to follow us on Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok.
And TikTok, yeah.
And please share and like. It really helps us out.
Yeah, we were almost to that 1,000 download.
I know.
We had, I think it was 876 for a 30-day stretch. So when we get to that 1,000, it really does help us out a lot. So
thank you already for everyone that has downloaded. So just continue to do so.
And go back and download all the old episodes. Like I said, after they're downloaded, if you want to delete them, you can do that, but download them so we get that credit. It will really help us out.
Thank you. Mm-hmm.
Yep. And I think that's everything, right?
Yeah. Till next week.
Until next week, where we continue to seek answers for women's health care and drink margaritas with It's Kenny and Kelly.
And support one another.
Have a good one.
Thank you.